Hi there. So I guess you've had your big day, a life changer. I'm sure you will remember the date. Yes, the day you've been diagnosed with Parkinson's, or PD. You are probably a bit overwhelmed. Join the gang and see what you really need to know. PD is a unique journey for everyone that has it, so we wanted to give you a glimpse of the many faces of Parkinson's.
Hi, I'm Lydia. On March 17th, 2017, my life changed. I left the neurologist's office in kind of a fugue. I was by myself because I had sent my husband to celebrate his sister's 50th anniversary in Ottawa, and I was kind of in shock. I thought, but at the same time, I was relieved. It wasn't ALS. Life was going to go on, and I was going to do everything I could. First thing I had to do was tell my family, and one of the things I was going to tell them is stay off Dr. Google, and because all that crap, that's what it is. If it's not reputable, if it's not a good website, stay away from it. Get good information and get a support group. Get within your support group because you need people. Be sociable. And one thing that I would really caution everybody is you're going to get all kinds of people sending you stuff. Be careful because people mean well, but sometimes it's very irritating. But one of the things that I can honestly say is their tremors, my medication's wearing off, but that's okay. You know, I just finished my exercise, and that's the one thing that I have read right across the board since March 17th, 2017. Exercise is the way to go. Get in an exercise program and make it challenging. And do your research. So that's all I've got to say. Time out.
Parkinson's is basically a problem in the brain, more specifically a problem making dopamine. So often we fix that by taking medication. Dopamine affects the connections in the brain or the switches to make things run. If things are challenged, we make changes. That's the way our brains work. It's called neuroplasticity, the ability of our brains to change. And our brains can change. Practice what we want to happen, and don't practice what we don't want. That's what we do when we exercise.
Hi, my name is Dave, and my date is the 6th of December, 2016. That's 2 years after someone took my wife aside at the gym and said, "Is something wrong with Dave? He looks really stiff." Well, 2 years of analysis, yes, I had Parkinson's. I thought that because I exercised a lot, that I'd be able to just hold it off that way. So the doctor, our family doctor, said, "I want you to go and talk to a mental health counselor." So I did that, reluctantly, thinking, well, what are they going to give me? But she talked me into having a meeting with a woman who had Parkinson's, who had it for a long time. I met this lady, and she was full of energy. She was active and seemed to be happy, whereas here was me trying to struggle along with just exercising by myself. So she said, "Don't do that, take the meds." So I finally agreed. It changed my life. So the medication made the real difference. However, it doesn't work all the time, so you really need to exercise as well as follow the regimen. Thank you.
The next most important thing you need to do is build your team. We all need a strong team, and we need people that are going to lift you higher, not people to bring you down. Get yourself connected to the right professionals: doctors, physiotherapists, speech-language pathologists, nutritionists, psychologists, to help you know what your specific needs are and what can be done. Good food, good mood, healthy thoughts, but most importantly, get your gang or your group. That's why we have the PD Challengers.
Hi, my name is Donna Flanagan, and I was diagnosed with Parkinson's about 10 years ago. Each day I have to challenge my body and my mind to counter my symptoms. Exercise is the key to keeping me moving. I have to do exercises that target big movements so I can move with purpose and power in all of my activities. In the past 10 years, I've had to learn to pace myself and know when it's time for a rest. This has been difficult for me, and I'm still working on it. I know that anxiety and stress can trigger my symptoms. I've learned that having a nap can make the difference between a nice evening or a short one. I've also learned that it actually helps to speak to people with Parkinson's because they have gone through what you might be going through now, and they can help you with a strategy or an activity that would help. In the past 10 years, I've learned a lot about Parkinson's, but I've also learned a lot about myself. I try to approach life with a positive attitude. Some days are easier than others to stay motivated. However, if I don't stay active, my symptoms take over. I have rigidity, I'll have slow movements, I'll shuffle my feet, I'll have some freezing, and I don't want those to take over. The dopamine and the dopamine agonists that the doctors prescribe help with our symptoms, but they don't slow down the progression. But with medication and the exercise, I've learned that target big movements are effective in delaying the progress of symptoms. So I try to do the things that I love, spend time with the people I love. Laughter is a necessity, and for me, music motivates me to move. And as well as our 4 grandsons, so Nana has lots to do and many reasons to move. In the past 10 years, I've met many strong, determined, inspirational men and women on their own PD journey, which has helped me to put my condition into perspective. After retiring, I was looking for a purpose, and I felt inspired to help others through sharing my experience, my story. I felt that others with PD needed a place where they could share their story and get support. So with the support of my family and friends and a lot of encouragement from my physiotherapist Jane, our support group was formed. It has been a pleasure to facilitate the group, and we extend a warm welcome to anyone who would like to join us. We meet the second Wednesday of every month at Max Aiken Academy, and we call our group the PD Challengers. We try to challenge our body, our mind, our symptoms, and those stats. Our motto is be brave, be strong.
It can be hard to come out and join a group. We may feel anxious, we can't do things good enough, or are embarrassed about things. But keep on working on getting there. If they are the right gang, they enjoy you being there, good days and bad.
Hi, my name is Carol Cook. I was diagnosed on around January 30th, 2018. I couldn't do things. I was in the hospital and couldn't feed myself and was stumbling. Things improved once I had the medication and help from the movement specialist. It's also harder when my husband had cancer and we had a hard time, but people helped us. I've learned that it is important to keep my head up and stay positive. I also have anxiety and depression, and sometimes I'm hard on myself. I feel the group is very helpful.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. 5, 4, keep going.
I feel protected here, and they help me keep going.
Another important team is those closest to you, your family and friends. They are called caregivers because they care.
Hi, my name is Janice. I'm a spouse of a gentleman who has Parkinsonism. And as his spouse and caregiver, like anybody with any other challenging conditions, I want to find out all I can, get all the information, be a good advocate and get Perry involved in as many activities and organizations or anything that will help him.
Put on the smiley face as they're coming. I don't go to the right-hand side. How you're going? Down and explode.
But sometimes I'm far more motivated and gung-ho to get him involved in programs than he actually is to take part. PD Warriors being one of them. And this can be very frustrating for me, and then I put a lot of pressure on him, which increases his anxiety. So I always need to find the right balance between encouragement and pressure, because ultimately he has to make his own decisions. Like a person that actually has a diagnosis of Parkinson's or Parkinsonism, this wasn't in my plans as a couple. Sometimes I feel jealous of other couples that are doing things that I thought we would be doing at this stage of our lives. So I need to stop and be thankful for all the things that we do have and all the things that we can do together. Sometimes it takes more planning and creativity, but there's still lots of things we can do. It's not wrong to continue to do individual things that maybe Perry can no longer do, but I still enjoy doing. We do need to take care of ourselves. That helps me be a better caregiver. I do usually come to PD Warriors, even if Perry doesn't come with me. I always leave encouraged and motivated by the strength and bravery of the others who are here. And it is a really good workout. Thank you.
So you are probably thinking this all sounds good, but I'm not ready, willing, or able to do any of that, especially when emotion gets in the way. I may not want to show my tremor, let them see the changes in my voice, and I don't want to have help. I have to accept it and then move forward.
Hi, I'm Holly, and I was diagnosed with Parkinson's April 30th, 2018. My life changed forever after that diagnosis, and so did everyone in my family. Everyone has stepped up with wanting to be knowledgeable on Parkinson's, and their support has only gotten stronger as the years pass. What I would like to have known before the diagnosis is that you would go through a grieving process. I was becoming so angry with the physical limitations I was having, striving to still be the walker and hiker of trails that I used to be. With talking to Jane, I was advised to start journalizing my thoughts, concerns, and feelings, and then just to forget about them. This has helped me a lot in this journey of mine. We are all going through this, however, we are all going through different stages and symptoms, which is more difficult. I want you to know that you're not alone. Don't give up the activities that you used to enjoy. You may have to restructure on how you do them, but don't give up on yourself. You will have excellent days and you will have less than excellent days. Giving yourself the time you need to just be on your less excellent days is the best advice I can give you. Stay positive and stay strong. My husband says I'm stubborn. I am determined. You look in the mirror, you're still you.
Sometimes the funny part is that PD actually changes you for the better.
Hi, I'm Kathy, and my journey with Parkinsonism has been a roller coaster ride. But I've embraced the highs and the lows, and so far the ride has been pretty darn good for me. On the day of my diagnosis, I felt surprisingly relief and gratitude. relief that it wasn't ALS or brain cancer, and gratitude that I could still fight and make this my best life possible, and Parkinsonism was just along for the ride. It doesn't define me, it doesn't confine me. I tend to push past the restrictions that some people put on me, and I live my life to the fullest, full of family, fun, laughter, and lots of dancing. Pacing is my challenge, and I'm learning to work on this every day. Some days are good and are successful, other days not so well. And of course, there are days when symptoms are worse, and I've learned to go with the flow and allow myself to feel those days and to relax and to take time to get myself centered and back and know that tomorrow is going to be a new day full of great possibilities. I live my life and have tons of fun despite PD.
We'll walk tomorrow.
We are hoping you help us shape the many faces of Parkinson's into something positive. It's your choice. Be brave, be strong.
Lie on the floor in front. Token male. Yeah.